Welcome to our Creativity Club. I'm Meredith. I'm the brand ambassador for Faber-Castell USA Creativity for Kids. Just a few notes before we get started. This class will be recorded, so if you miss something, you can always go back and rewatch it. Another thing, I can't hear or see you, but there are plenty of ways that you can interact with me. So in the chat box, you can type any questions or comments to me. At the bottom of your screen, there's a smiley face that you can click on and send me emojis. During the webinar, I'm going to ask you for your input. So a vote here box will pop up on the middle of your screen, and you can just go ahead and vote before the little box goes away. And finally, there's links for you to follow us on social media. We love to see what you create, so ask a parent or an adult to take a photo and go ahead and you can post it up and tag Creativity for Kids. So today we are doing our beaded snowflake ornaments. Yay! And this is perfect because you're creating these gorgeous ornaments that then you can gift, or you can hang on your own tree, or hang wherever you'd like. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. And this, and there we go. And I'm gonna leave my box up here on my table for inspiration. There we go. All right, so let's open up our bags and see what's inside. Okay. In this bag we have some beautiful sparkly snowflake stickers, some envelopes with to and from on them. Cool. Ooh, all of our little snowflake wire frames. So these are important. We'll put them over here. Our handy dandy instructions. And then in here, I'll open this up. We have our tray, which is super important. It's really nice to have. Our glue. And this is heavy duty craft glue that takes less time to dry and holds heavy duty crafting. And then we have all of our beautiful beads. So here we have, I'm gonna just pour some of these out so you can see what we have here. These are like snowflake beads. Cool. And we have silver beads. These are teeny tiny cute little silver beads. And I'm just putting a couple out so I can show you close up what they look like. This looks like a circle of circles. And then we have some fun pearl beads. Now while we're opening these beads up, you might want to note to yourself which beads you like the best, because we're going to be using all of these beads to make our snowflake ornaments. We have some purple beads, and these kind of look like discs. They're a little bit flat on one side, or kind of like disc-like, so they're not completely round. And we have purple ones like that. We have blue ones like that. And they're very sparkly. And I think we have pink ones like that too, yeah. And pink ones like that. Now if you wanted, you could actually use your own tray or little bowls that you might have around the house if you wanted to keep all of your beads separate. And we have these frosted beads, large frosted beads. Kind of look like snowballs. That. And the rest I'm going to open up as we use them. So we have another 2 sizes of pearl looking beads. We have another size of silver beads. Okay, so these are important. We have 2 long oval type beads. And now what we have here, these are important. These are little stoppers. And these little stoppers will go on the end of our snowflake spokes. So I'll show you that. It kind of looks like the back of an earring, but maybe a little bit larger. And then we have our ribbon for hanging. And this ribbon has some beautiful sparkly silver in the center of it. Cool. Fun. Okay, so let's look at our instructions and see what we do first. All right, before you begin, read all the instructions carefully. All right, the ends of the snowflake forms are pointed. So what we're talking about is this part right here. It's a little bit pointy, so just be careful when you're beading your snowflakes. Making the snowflakes. This is a great family activity because you're given so many different snowflake forms. Everybody can be making their own snowflake. Small children might need a little bit of help though. So if you are crafting with a younger friend, you might have to help them just a little bit. All right, place a towel on your work surface. This will help the assembly process and keep the beads from rolling away when beading your snowflakes. So I have a paper towel, but if you have an actual towel, that might be helpful too. So we can just do this. There we go. Carefully remove a wire snowflake form and lay it on your towel. Ta-da! To make symmetrical snowflakes, which means all the sides are the same, you will need to repeat the same beading pattern on each spoke of the snowflake form. You can create your own pattern or follow the designs pictured on the box. So let's just hold up what I've already done. These are kind of based off of what we have on the box. So this one here, I'll show you close up. This one here we've used pink beads, we've used our snowflake beads, and we've mostly used all of the iridescent colored, clear colored beads. On this one, we've used our silver beads, our purple beads, and some of the frosted snowball beads. And then on this one, we've used our blue beads, and then a mixture of our frosted beads and our iridescent beads. So I'm going to ask you for your vote. Which color of bead should we incorporate in our first snowflake? Should we do purple, blue, or pink? So a little box should pop up on the middle of your screen and you can vote purple, blue, or pink for the bead color that will integrate into our first snowflake. So let's go ahead and let you choose which one you'd like. I'll give you a couple seconds. Da, 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 da. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. That's a little bit of waiting music. All right, and it looks like we will be using purple. Okay, fun. So we'll be using our purple beads. Thank you all for voting. Back to our instructions. Select your beads and begin threading them onto the wire. Leave enough space at the end of the wire for the end cap bead. Add a dot of glue and push the end cap firmly over the wire spoke and be sure it fits snugly so the beads stay put. Okay, so now we can create our own pattern. So let's put our purple. We know we're going to use purple, so we're going to put our purple beads into our tray. And I think that should be enough for now. And I think we'll do some snowflake beads. So these are the larger ones. We'll put those out into our tray too. And I think we'll use some of our larger iridescent beads. Those kind of just run all over the place. There we go. And I think maybe some of these cool little flower type shaped silver beads will be pretty. And some of our little frosted snowball beads. This is going to have a lot of different textures and sizes, and that will make our snowflake very interesting to look at. And as you may or may not know, all snowflakes are different, but all snowflakes are beautiful. So whatever you do create, I'm sure it will be gorgeous, and you will be pleased to hang it up on your tree or gift it or hang it up somewhere in your room maybe. Okay, so let's start. The first bead we're going to put on will be our frosted little round circle bead. So you just put it on just like that. And we're just going to fill up one spoke at a time. So we put on our frosted bead first. And then I'm going to put on one of the larger iridescent beads. So now we have two beads on. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see a little bit easier what I'm doing. So we have two beads on. Now let's go ahead and put a purple bead on. Ooh, purple. And then we'll do maybe a smaller iridescent bead. And then maybe another purple bead. And then a silver bead. Let's see how that's looking. Oh, I think we need some larger beads now. I think a snowflake bead. Like that. Ooh, pretty. And spins around. And then another silver bead. And how about another one of these large iridescent beads? So again, whatever we do on this spoke, I'm going to want to recreate on all the other spokes. How about one of these long beads? And it looks like I only have enough space for a couple more. So I think I'll do another purple bead. Just like that. And one of these smaller iridescent beads. Okay, well, I only have this much room left, and I think that will be perfect for adding our little cap bead on. So the cap bead, I'm going to put this down, and what we said in the instructions was to add just a little bit of glue. I'm just going to squeeze out a little bit just in case there's any watery stuff, but there isn't. Okay, so I'm going to just put a little bit of glue. Here's our end bead. It's kind of clear, so it might be hard for you to see. but I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the tip where the tip of the snowflake spoke will go in. So I put a little glue there, and now I'm going to put it on. Whoop. Gonna put it on the tip of our snowflake, just like that. Just like that. So now when the glue dries, the cap won't come off. Okay, so now we have our pattern for what we're going to do on all of the other spokes. So we're going to do frosted, a large iridescent, a purple, a small iridescent, a purple, silver, snowflake, silver, large iridescent, long white one, purple, and another small iridescent. So here we go. So snowball, frosted, large iridescent, purple. So once you do that first one, it's kind of easy to just look back at it and copy what you've already done. So then it actually doesn't take that long to create your snowflake. And repeating the different colors and shapes over and over again, that's what creates your pattern. But like we said in the instructions, you don't need to do all of the spokes the same if you don't want to. This is your unique snowflake, and you can make it look however you want. Oh, so I need some more of these. So for time's sake, I'm not going to glue the rest of the caps on, but as you make your snowflakes, we do recommend that you do glue them on so they don't come undone. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. So they're rubbery and they are easy to the touch. All right. So while you're beading, and if you're beading with friends or family, it might be fun to put some holiday music on. And that could be whatever holiday you want. Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's, whatever you'd like to listen to. But this is a very easy and meditative type of craft where you don't have to think too much about it once you get your first spoke done. And then it's easy peasy for the rest of them. And this one. Oop. And here we go. All right, actually I've kind of run out of space at the tip of this one. And I think that might mean that I've chosen a bead that's a little bit too big to end with. So I'm going to take that one off, and I'm going to take it off the other ones too. So I'll go ahead and I'll cap this one here. There we go. And I think that will be better. So it won't be so many beads that our cap might fall off. And it's pretty easy to just take these off and switch them around if you need to. That's better. A little bit more room for our beads. All right, so we're already on our 4th spoke. And there are 6 spokes to decorate. And our silver, our snowflake, our silver, our large iridescent, our long white one, and we're ending with our purple. And our little cap. Just like that. Okay. 2 more spokes. Here we go. A little iridescent, our purple, our silver flower shape, our snowflake bead, our other silver flower type bead, large iridescent, long white, beautiful white bead, and our purple, and we'll put a cap on it. There we go. And our last spoke. All right. Put our snow frosted bead, iridescent bead, our purple bead, small, another purple, our silver, our snowflake, our silver, large iridescent, our long white bead. Uh-oh, I think I need another purple. We'll put another purple out here. Come on out there, purple. And our cap. There we go. All set. Okay, so we finished our first snowflake. How beautiful. Yay! All right, let's go ahead and put a ribbon on it. Let's see what our instructions say to put the ribbon on. All right, continue working your way around the wire form, beading and securing one wire at a time until the snowflake is complete, which we just completed it. To add the hanging ribbon, knot the center of the ribbon between 2 end beads, and then tie the ends of the ribbon into a pretty bow. Okay, so we'll grab one of our ribbons. Here's our ribbon now. And we'll put it right in. I don't need this anymore here. So I'm going to tie it in between our purple and our white bead. So I'm going to bring it up and tie it. Kind of just position it right. Oops. Position it right here. Just going to bring the knot a little bit tighter and then put it around the top of my snowflake. Just like that. Just like this. And pull nice and tight. Just like that. And then it says to take the ends and you can create a nice little bow. I'm just tying it in a knot first. And then we'll make our bunny ears. 1 and 2. Oh, I think I made it a little bit tight. I have to undo it and tighten it up a little bit more. And if you don't want to do it in a bow, you could just have it tied in a knot, and that would work too. So here's that. I'll tie it again in a knot. So if you have leftover beads, you could always just add a bead to the end of your ribbon too, and that would be really pretty. You might need a little assistance with that. Here's our beautiful little bow. Ta-da! Okay, so here's our finished snowflake. I love it. So sparkly and pretty. It, I think, would be wonderful to gift to a friend. So let's see what it says in the instructions about gifting to a friend. So you can personalize the front of your envelope with who you'd like to gift it to, and then you can add your name from you. So I'm going to gift mine to Megan. From Meredith. Good. Now we just slip our snowflake. Let's zoom out a little. We can slip our snowflake into our envelope. Just like that. And there should be enough room in here for all of your beads to fit. And there it is, just like that. Make sure you get your ribbon in there as well. And you might have to just turn it a little bit so nothing's poking out, just like that. And then you can wet the edge with a little bit of a damp cloth, or you can just use one of our stickers. There we go. And add your snowflake sticker to it to keep it closed. Now when you're pulling your snowflake sticker off, be careful because you don't want to pull off one of the sides of the sticker. Just carefully kind of pull it off gently like that, and then you can put it on your envelope just like so. perfect. I can't wait to give this to Megan. Yay. So this is a wonderful little gift for the holidays that you made. Handmade gifts are so special. So I hope you really enjoyed making a snowflake, a beaded snowflake ornament with me. And there's plenty more to do. Let's see how many do you get here. So we already did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can make up to 6 snowflake ornaments. So up to 6 gifts or 6 decorations for you to enjoy. Well, thank you for joining me today. That was super fun. And look for an email coming soon as to how you can watch the video again if you have any questions. And if you want to show us what you create, go ahead and ask an adult or an older friend to post it up on our social media. Just tag CreativityforKids. So this was our last kit, our last holiday kit. I hope you enjoyed all of these, and happy holidays and happy New Year. Bye-bye.